What's up, everyone? This is going to be the final live stream before I go to the south of France. So this will be the final time that you will see this room, because next week, early next week, I'll be moving. Yeah, pretty much everything is out of the house. And yesterday we took some more stuff with Bjorn. You may have seen him at the end of the previous live stream. So yeah, I mean, exciting, nerve-wracking. It's going to be quite the experience. I also, by the way, based on also your recommendation, got myself internet today for the apartment we have in France. So I went with Orange. Got a great bundle, Wi-Fi 6E with the Livebox 6 and I don't know what, but it should at least be very, very fast. I think the speeds they mention at least is 2 gigabit, 2 gigs down, 600 MBs up. So that should be more than enough. And yeah, it's going to be quite exciting. So just to make sure that the expectations are right, I will still write a post in Discord and also on YouTube. But this is the last live stream before going live again in the new apartment we have in France. Now that means that after this live stream, the desk that I have here is going to be disassembled. I'm gonna, get it out of, break it down. And then tomorrow we still have some stuff to do, but then we're gonna move. Now let me restart this just to. So after this live stream, this will be the final live stream in the Netherlands. After this live stream, the desk will go, so I won't be able to make a live stream or do a live stream anymore. And even a video is going to be tricky because I don't have a desk anymore. And also tomorrow, I might not be able to make content. It's going to be an insanely busy day because it's the final day before we move to France. And we got to bring lots of stuff everywhere. Then pack the car and da-da-da. And then Tuesday morning, we're going to start a 3-day road trip to the south of France, to Nice. And in that period, it will be incredibly difficult for me to do any YouTube videos or anything YouTube related. Now, for the silver members, I will be able to keep an eye on the chart and make a post in silver and, post some new levels and just general things I'm looking for, because it's easier for me to write and type a message than it is to record the video, upload the video. Depends on all the connections at hotels or my phone and whatnot. So I'm much more dependent on other things. Plus, I'm driving for a big period of the day. Of course, we have many stops and many fun things in the planning as well, but we'll be at the hotels relatively late. So it's going to be quite exhausting. So I'm not sure if I can make any content. So don't expect it. If I do, it's a nice benefit. On Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's the period where we're going to be driving to the south. So it will be very difficult for me to make any content because of that trip. And I just want to make sure that everyone knows what's coming, right? Once I'm in the Netherlands, I want to say, once I'm in Nice, I will set up my desk and everything as quick as I can. Hopefully the internet arrives in time. It should be 3 working days. So hopefully by the time we arrive, everything is there. So I can set up the internet. I can set up the Wi-Fi and everything. And then hopefully on the 2nd of August, I can start with live streams again. So I will be very vocal in Discord and also in the YouTube community section, where I will keep you up to date so that you always know what is happening with regards to the content. If I do not manage to sort things out when I arrive with the internet on the 2nd of August, then I'll make sure to let you know as well. But at least here you know, or now you know. that in the upcoming days, there's going to be significantly less content or potentially no content because I'm literally moving to another country, which honestly is one of the biggest moments in my life. I've never moved countries. I grew up in the Netherlands, been here 31 years. Now we go to the south of France. So, I mean, I do have a French mom and we went to holiday, but moving is another level. So, it's going to be a lot of new things coming my way. But the one consistent thing, once I'm there, I want to make content and be with you guys. So that's going to be priority when I arrive. Priority is going to be set up internet, set up the desk, and then be back again. Because I want to keep an eye on the chart. I've been swing trading the past week. So I've moved out of day trading because also I know what's coming and I won't have much time in front of the chart because of the road trip and everything. So I've moved more into swings. Then by the time I'm back, I might go back into day trading, but actually swing trading is treating me nicely so far. So that is the update, the live update, so to speak. So you know what's coming. And it will, again, summary, it will not be easy for me. Or let's say differently, the summary is that this is the last live stream before I might be able to go live on the 2nd of August because I moved to France. I disassemble the desk after this stream. On Tuesday, we leave. And then on Thursday night, we arrive. So hopefully Friday, I'll be able to do something. I need to install the internet, set up the desk, la-di-la-di-la. But during the trip, it's going to be incredibly difficult for me to make any content. So please, hopefully you understand that in the upcoming week, it will be challenging to provide you with content. But for the silver members, right, it's easier for me to text updates and check my phone, check the chart on my phone, and then send an update. I will have my laptop with me as well, but it's much easier for me to check the chart, make screenshots, and post them in silver with some text than making a whole video and then edit it and everything. I need a good connection, and I'm on the road, and I'm very exhausted. So just so you know that you are prepared with what is to come. So that being said, what's up, everyone? That's quite a long introduction, basically saying it's going to be challenging to make content. But Bina, welcome. Julian, we're trying... San Francisco, mate. What's up, Julian? Siu, welcome. Leva, Harut, good morning. Sayud or Said, long time no see. I mean, yeah, today was quiet also because we've done a lot today. So we have a big garage, so... everything was taken out, cut the hedges and trees and whatnot. Just a final touch for the new owner coming in as well, just to make sure it's all nice. Went to the shops and la. So yeah, it's, I mean, busy stuff. Perkil, welcome. Hike, Christian, Yanis, Ibrahim, Iker, buenos dias. How you doing, Iker? Looking forward to the new place? Yes. I will have to figure out where I'm going to position my desk. I do have an office space, which is nice. It is a little bit like I have a lot of windows here. It's very light, and the apartment is incredibly light, but the office space that I'll have it has one window. So I gotta see what I can do with the lighting there as well. Because I have a very clear idea of where I want my office to be, of all the rooms in the apartment. I want one room specifically. I'll have to see what I can do with the light, but I really look forward to everything, and it's going to be quite an experience, but that's the only way to grow, no? Do some stuff out of your comfort zone. Sarega, welcome. Agent J, morning. Rudy, happy Sunday. For those traveling to France, bon voyage. Yeah. On purpose, we don't leave during the weekend. What will I do without Koen's content? I'll be there again at the end of next week. The next live will be in French. Yeah, I gotta up my French game. I probably need to take some lessons as well. I have a French mom, but I'm not raised in two languages. So, Thomas, welcome. Hamza, I'll be in Nice in November. Hans Zimmer. He's coming to Nice. Ashley. 1 second, I want to say this. Ashley. Okay, I have absolutely no idea where my wife is at the moment. Maybe she's on the other side of the house. She won't be able to hear me. But she loves the Hans Zimmer music. So, I don't know if there's still tickets, but I'm interested. Donovan, for the pull-up bar. yeah, the bar is moved to a friend of mine. So, but I don't know, maybe I'll have some more sports gear again there. But it's just a difficult thing to bring along all the way to the south of France. Justin, welcome. George Russell, amazing race by George. Happy to see him win with his strategy that he thought of himself, pretty much. It's really happening. I know, Julian. That's crazy. CyberGoat, welcome. Yeah, let's start the analysis so everyone can learn and also have a look at what the highest probability is from an Elliott Wave point of view. RKRK, thank you. And welcome. Maybe a Band-Aid, good to have you here, man. Hope you're doing good in America. The Oracle, yeah, I don't know. She's somewhere down there. City trip. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so of course the area of Nice, and then you have Cannes, and of course like Antibes and Monaco and all this. There's a lot happening there throughout the year, which is great. So I definitely look forward to many of the events happening in that area. And Hans Zimmer, well, I know my wife would like to go to Hans Zimmer, so that would definitely be interesting. If there are still tickets, I might be able to catch one. Okay, in this live stream, what we're going to do is cover the analysis that is going to be good enough for the upcoming week. So, because I'll, of course, be gone moving to France, I won't be able to make a lot of content. So it would be good to have a general idea of the plan for the upcoming week, which we have and have also mentioned in the past week, pretty much past 2 weeks, I suppose. But we're going to start the analysis on the daily time frame, move down to the 4-hour, and eventually keep an eye on the 15-minute time frame as well, right? So quite interesting what's been happening this weekend. Gotta say, it's actually quite a volatile weekend as well. But in the end, we still go sideways. We went up, we went down, we go sideways. So not too much has really happened. Yeah. Also, I am really on the edge of receiving a new template, CVD template from Mr. Friends, the one that's like such an amazing guy developing. So this is the current CVD template. The one with the lines that you see here is coming. I'll make sure it's going to be a new update of this, so I'll make sure to check it out a little bit, and then it will be out there. And just a side note, if you haven't seen it, it's probably one of the craziest campaigns, but make sure to check out the Blowfin channel here. This is really cool, and I'll be definitely trying to participate while moving as much as I can. So yeah, make sure to check this one out. This one is new. I don't often highlight new campaigns, but this one by Junkie, he is the one that's my contact there, Junkie Blowfin. Insane campaign to help out people and give them some extra stuff. So if you want, check it out. Link is not yet in the description, by the way. It's in the YouTube community section and in Discord. I still have to update the description and everything. It's literally just been like, it's just live. So okay, shall we start? Panic. Yeah. Where's my wife? Ali, welcome. Monaco next year? Might be likely. We're around the corner. Jingle, welcome. MT, what's up? Okay, let's start, shall we? And we're actually going to start by having a look at the news for upcoming week, because it might be relevant with regards to the analysis as well. Let's see. What do we have? Clear. US save 3. Okay, what do we have? Okay, Friday. Okay, we definitely have some stuff coming, so that's interesting, because currently the highest probability on the daily time frame is an impulsive structure to the upside, with a finished A, B, C structure here. So a three-wave corrective structure in hitting the common target for C. So that is very nice, right? Taken from the high to the low of A to the high of B. And looking for price to continue to the upside. But as always, price never moves in a straight line. And from an Elliott wave point of view, it would be very nice to end the wave 1. Look for a three-wave to the downside in 2 and continuation to the upside in a wave 3, which is the bullish scenario. We'll get to the bearish one. In the bearish one, we basically label this A, B, C, but the price action is going to be the same. Impulse up, three-wave correction, and then an impulse up in C, but then a move to the downside. So by all means, the price action that we're looking for at the moment is quite similar between the two scenarios, both bearish and bullish, right? So that's the highest probability, is looking for a retracement to come, likely next week. This is probably going to take more than a week, by the way. And then look for proof of support and a move towards the upside. Now, if we look at the support area, the target area for wave 2 at the moment, I have to move this to the upside just a little bit because of the new high. Then the most common target area for your wave 2 is between the 05 and the 786 that you see on the chart, which brings you a target of 61.5k to 56.9k. The 382, uncommon target, and the 886, you don't want to hit the 886. Now, from a psychology point of view, what I would love to see is to create a triple top. In other words, a lower high ideally, right? Where we have the all-time high, we made a low. We made a lower high, we made a lower low. Make another lower high and another higher low instead of a lower low. Preferably, this wave 2 is going to be quite sharp, quite impulsive, right? Zigzags, flats, I don't care, but at least a 5-wave structure to the downside. Now, a zigzag is a 5-3-5, which mimics an impulse, as an impulse is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with internally, of course, 5-wave structures. And these carry volume, so they might be scary, which is great. But looking for either a zigzag preferably or a flat structure, which are also the two most common structures in a wave 2, because with a zigzag, we end with an impulse in C, and with a flat, we also end with an impulse in a wave C. And that impulse could be very interesting because it will be very scary. High volume, quick move to the downside, preferably sharp, moving into the common target area for your wave 2, and then look for, of course, proof of support and a move towards the upside in your wave 3, which then is the biggest move that we're looking for. Now again, time-wise, a wave 2 preferably finishes at least after the 0.382 fib time. Now, if we take the current high on the chart as the high of your wave 1, it would mean that your wave 2 preferably finishes at least after the 4th of August. So if your high of 1 is in here, you're going to be looking for a minimum wave 2 to the downside taking 1 week, right? So it's going to be a 1 week wave 2 minimum, right? If you're going to take out this high again with an impulse, because at the moment locally we're looking for is wave 5 in, title of the stream as well, or are we looking for a local wave 4 still, right? Because there's still that possibility, and then make a wave 1 higher. Now if we do still move up one more time to finish 1, it means that time-wise, right, you're going to move your fib time to the right to wherever the high is going to be made, which means that your wave 2 in time is going to be extended as well. Now, we do have some targets to the upside. We beautifully hit this first target area here, 69.1k to 69.7k. Very, very nice. Great rejection. Moving to the downside into support, the white box here, right? Very nice. We still have great resistance at 70.9k. And above 17.9k, the next area is 72, and then 73.5, right? So those are the areas to the upside. And then to the downside, you can see, not this white box, that's been completely covered, a 6-hour gap top, 62.3k. Then here we have 57.3 to 57.9. We have a CME gap in here as well, which always, of course, is important to know about. I don't know the exact levels because I don't actually use CME myself, but many people have been mentioning the CME gap here. And if I open all of the levels, we also have a daily naked point of control at 60.1K over here, right? So those are the additional support areas that we have to the downside, right? Very, very nice. Okay, so for the upcoming week, what I'll be looking for is to start a wave 2. We're not going to be ending this wave 2 by next week, but I'm going to be looking for a wave 2 to start. In other words, I'll be looking for wave 1 to top. Or of course the question mark, did we already top? I'll be talking about that in a second when we go to the lower time frame. Your bearish scenario is a continuation sideways, right? A bigger 3-wave structure and then continue the trend. Lower probabilities compared to your bullish scenario at the moment, but the price action is similar. Most commonly in X or B, you're looking for a zigzag, meaning a 5-wave impulsive structure, right? A 3-wave correction and another 5-wave move. Now this price action mimics the bullish scenario, no? So in both of the cases, currently that's the highest probability scenario. Probabilities are highest. This is an impulse to the upside, and an impulse always needs a partner leg. Probabilities are higher. This move to the upside is a wave 1 or a wave A, compared to this being a wave C. If this move up was a wave C, that would be bearish, and we're going to be looking for price to move down, but the probabilities are lower for it to be a wave C. This move up can only be a wave C with a flat, which means A, B, and then a wave C. But the current high would be below wave A, 72K, which means running flat, and a running flat is incredibly rare, never preferred unless all of the other scenarios fill, increasing probabilities. This is a wave A or a wave 1 to the upside. Look for retracement and continuation, which is quite similar to what we had here. When price was moving up here, we had the same thing. Are we looking for a C, A, or a wave 1 with this move up? Probabilities were higher for an A or 1. Why? If this is a wave C, it didn't move above A, running flat, rare, never preferred, right? So probability is higher for an E or 1 or an A or 1, and therefore we were looking for up. It's pretty similar now. Now here we then have, of course, a 3-waver and then look for down, but lower probabilities at the moment. Okay, so let's then zoom in to the 4-hour time frame. No? And talk about the 4. A shallow wave 2 would be really nice. I would prefer, by the way, MT to hit the common target area for 2, because in the end that's probability-wise common. That would be nicer. But we have to be aware of the 3A2, which of course is in quite close confluence with the 6-hour gap top. And gaps are always important in bullish structures, so definitely something to look for. But at the same time, from a psychology point of view, I would also really like a very sharp, deep move down, which is very scary, right? And people might be like, fuck, we're gonna continue the market structure of making a high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, people looking for another lower low, looking for that 53, 52, 51K, they'll never get it, but it might be very scary. A high volume move down, selling the bag, and we go up. Anyway, on the 4-hour time frame, inside your wave 1 in green here, we need to count a 5-wave impulsive structure to be bullish, which is what you see on the chart here in blue. Right, so in blue, we then have our wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Bit of a question mark if we're creating another 4 here, which would then lead to a triple 1, 2 at the start. It is at least something that I am considering based on the local price action on the 15-minute. I'll get to this in a second, right? Because once you get into 4-5 price action, which started here, 4, 5, 4, right, 5. Once you get into 4-5 price action, right, price tends to be very tricky, right? It becomes complicated, difficult corrective structures. The highest probabilities were continuously higher to move towards the upside, as we have analyzed over the past couple of weeks. We got the pushes to the upside, but you can also visibly see a bit of the exhaustion that is happening on the chart, right? This is a very classic, nice looking impulsive structure where you got your 1-2s, you get your wave 3, and then eventually you get your 4-5s. You have a ranging structure at the beginning, you got your breakout, and then a ranging structure to end, right? Very, very interesting. So we have hit the resistance to the upside, 70.9k, still interesting, and then 72 and then 73.5, right? So we do have some resistance, but what we're starting to look for is price to move down. This is currently your highest probability scenario. I'm not yet 100% sure though about wave 5 being in, and that is mainly because of the first move down on the 15, and that is why I'm considering a triple 1-2 here for then a triple 4-5, 4-5, 4-5. And I'll show you why at least. Let me go to the 15. I don't have that scenario. So we created the high here, hitting resistance, well, what we like to see, and then hitting support, also what we like to see. But this move to the downside here looks very much like a 3-wave corrective structure to the downside, right? And it also ended on a high amount of volume. Next thing, price moves all the way back up, touching the 886. Right? Now the 886 is important in Elliott waves, as the moment you hit an 886, probabilities are higher to still take out the highs at some time, right? And it creates a directional bias. I actually got a question from Personal Freedom in the comment section of the previous live stream, I believe. I haven't yet been able to answer it, but I can do it by voice now, where he said like, hey, you know, the 886, what's the deal with the probabilities here, right? Now the 886 is important because if you look for an impulse down, which means a clear market structure down, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a correction either in a wave B or a wave 2, and look for impulse continuation to the downside, your wave 2 preferably doesn't hit the 886 because it is very rare for a wave 2. Meaning the moment you hit the 886, the probabilities are higher that this high here is a corrective top. Meaning not a wave 2, but a wave B or a wave X, but not a wave 2. Which therefore increases the probabilities that the move after this high is made is corrective, not impulsive. What do I mean? Instead of then counting this 1, 2 and look for a much bigger move down in 3, 4, 5, any move to the downside here has a higher probability of being corrective, increasing probabilities to take out this high. And of course, you can move to the downside over here, no problem. But it creates a directional bias in Elliott waves, right? Of course, you can move down and up and can down a bit more and then up. But the probabilities from an Elliott wave point of view remain higher to still look for these highs to be taken. And that creates a directional bias, which eventually, with a good strategy and local setups, one can potentially trade. But that depends on, of course, your own plan, your own strategy, what you're looking for, and then eventually one can trade in the direction of a potential highest probability scenario that you have identified based on your analysis because, NFA on the stream, of course. But from an Elliott wave point of view, the probabilities are still higher to take out these highs at some point, right? Now, because of this structure here, right, this structure starts to be very long for an internal wave 4. So if we look at the latest move up, this structure, then what we see here is an impulse to the upside, right? All nice, creating over here as well, locally a new high on lower volume. It's quite nice for an impulsive structure, no? That's what we like to see. But this being a wave 2, for this being a wave 4, starts to be out of context because of time, right? It's ratio analysis, important in Elliott waves. So if we go to the 15 and we toggle on fib time, and for the sake of time, let's increase the time of this wave 2. Let's take it from the red candle to the low here, and then put it on the high, which is the red candle here. Now, preferably your wave 4 is going to be finished before the at least 5 fib time, preferably. But as you can see now, right, this low was made before the 2, okay, but we didn't see impulsive continuation after for then a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a wave 5. We just go sideways, ranging, very wave 4-ish price action, right? And so far, we have not yet seen great impulsive continuation. And if this would be the low of your 4, and this is a 1, 2, and look how big your 5 is going to be compared to wave 1. Now, in Elliott waves, if your wave 3 is extended meaning hitting the 1.618 or go further, the probabilities increase for a wave 1 and a wave 5 to be relatively similar in price and time. Now, if this is your low of 4 and all of this is going to be your 5, that's not going to be correct. Huh? So therefore, the probabilities are higher. We are still ranging in a wave 4 sideways complex price action. But because of time, right, we are now ranging here after the 6 fib time. It reduces probabilities. We're looking at a wave 2 and a wave 4 here for then a push up in 5. Now, because of, however, the structure we had here and the 886 touch, I am therefore considering what I mentioned earlier in the live stream, and that is a triple 1-2 at the low. Right, so then we have this here. So instead of a double 1-2, a triple 1, where we then have a 1-2, arguably maybe another 1-2, but it's not. Is it nice? No, not really. But I'm considering 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 doesn't really matter. But then you have 3-4, 3-4, 3-4, where this structure is another 4, and then move up in 5. That is scenario 1. The other one is we have peaked and finished an impulse up, right? Honestly, that would be my favorite, where we then have a simple double 1-2 instead of a triple 1-2, where this second wave 1, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Look at the size of your latest 1-2 compared to your second, right? While this is your lowest degree, it's not too great. But you topped, and the move down here is possibly then labeled your A for a B, C flat. B moving towards 70.9K would be very nice. Then a flat to the downside in a wave C. And then create a W, X, Y, retrace up, move down again, continue, where wave Y preferably is a zigzag. So you create wave C impulse in W, 3-wave structure in X, most commonly a zigzag, and then a zigzag in a wave Y, hit support and move to the upside. Alternatively, be part of a bigger flat, where you have wave A, move up again in B, and then C, right? So, and then you're going to create a corrective top. So the probabilities of your impulse being finished are definitely starting to increase, with this move to the upside having a higher probability of being a finished impulsive structure, as this range now starts to be long to be compared to your wave 2 here, right? The probabilities are also not great for this to be A, B, and then a C, right? Higher probabilities, this is impulsive here, And if you are looking for ABC flat in wave 4, so wave 4 moves here, you want to see a 5 waver down, but for a 5 waver we then need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As mentioned, wave 2 hit the 886, not what we like to see. Plus, this first structure down looks very much like a 3-wave structure and not an impulse. Right? So, yeah. The only reason that I'm potentially considering that 1112 again is also because of the structure here. It's not I'm not a big fan of triangles. I have absolutely zero interest to count this structure in detail. I prefer to stick around on a 1 hour, 4 hour time frame at the moment, as that is very clear, because we are looking for this green one to top, or it has stopped, right? And we start to look for a retracement down. But there is arguably a potential triangle forming here for then your A, B, C, D. Look for your E, and then by next week grab the highs again, hit 70.9k and move down for your bigger correction to the downside. But by all means, the probabilities from an Elliott Wave point of view, after price took out this high with a higher probability impulsive structure, have increased to looks, or at least start looking for price to move towards the downside, right? We hit one main area of interest. There's one at 70.9 still, and then also here at 73.5 with a small one at 72. So there's potential for a flat A, B, C, right, as explained earlier, or to make a 5 at 70.9k to 73 and then move down a year 2, absolutely. But the probabilities have significantly increased now to look for ending structures. It's just that if we top in a 5, preferably I wanted to see an impulsive move down, and the first structure down on the 15 has a higher probability of being a 3-wave corrective structure. Plus, we then hit the 886. So on the 15-minute, probabilities remain higher to still look for price to take out the highs at some point. And then the high that we are creating will either be a 5 or a wave B. Those are then the two main options I'm looking for, and B is then a flat for A, B, C to then range up and a second drop for a WXY down, and 5, and then we start wave 2, right? So those are the two main ones. The WXY, by the way, is one that we have seen in the past sometime. I just want to show you this example. Price doesn't repeat, but it can rhyme. So we gotta go back in time a little bit. I have not forgotten this move. So here we go all the way back to 2021, where we had an impulse to the upside, 5-wave structure, right? This was the end of your impulse, and we had our ABC, right, to the downside, correction, and then a very sharp second structure down. All right. So that is something that I have in mind. So I just wanted to show you this this part of the chart. Let me actually copy this. Could be quite interesting. Are we gonna? Yeah, let's just copy this as well and then zoom out. This is the bars pattern, by the way. So over here on the left, right? Where is it? Bars pattern. Always interesting. You know, technical analysis in some way is a form of art, isn't it? The chart is your canvas. Okay, so then we do this. Of course, we're looking for price to preferably hit the common target area. Let me quickly see, what was the retracement back in the day? I mean, I think it was the 0.5, but I'm not sure. Yes. Yo. Very nice. So we had a 0.5 retracement. So let's put it on the 0.5 here. Maybe a little wick into the 6 hour. Oh, 6 hour gap top is above. Oh, that's perfectly fine. What do we have here? Let's put it on the daily naked point of control. There we go. Okay. Put that there. Ooh, yep. Very artistic. Yeah, something like this, no? This of course, in this case, you would have a finished 1 and 5 here. You look for a range, right? We're working on a range. Move up once more, 70.9k, very interesting. Sharp move down, correction, sharp move down. Look for support, daily naked point of control here. Range, 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 range. Signs of strength, boom. Very interesting. So with that in mind, you can have local probabilities playing out of taking out the high after you just simply continue ranging here, right? Maybe down, bit up, bit down, blah, blah, blah. But then take out the highs one more time, create a top, which is either going to be a B or a 5, and then retrace to finish, to start, or at least move further down for your wave 2. So on the daily time frame, the probabilities are higher for the bullish scenario, where we are looking for an impulse, correction, and another impulse minimum. On the 4-hour time frame, the probabilities are now significantly increasing to look for wave 5, a wave 5 to end, potentially in. Difficult to say because of the corrective structure we have here. So that is why the two options for me locally are either a flat in an A, B, C to start wave 2, or another high to finish 5 and therefore 1. Preferably from a psychology point of view, staying below the double top here to stick to the market structure that we have, right? High, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, and then move up. But the lower high and having a sharp corrective structure down can make people fearful, which is what we like to see. And then move into your wave 2 pocket and look for signs of strength. So currently the highest probability on the 4, and then on the 15-minute probabilities are higher to still take out these highs at some point. I mean, the 886 here that is touched, and the 3-wave nature of this move down simply gives a directional bias from an Elliott wave point of view to still take out the highs. Of course, you can move down like we did here and range and whatnot, but directional bias is still taking out these highs at some point. So yeah, there we go. There we go. Not really sure when I started the analysis. Let's go into chat and Q&A. Elliott Wave Analysis at... we started at what? Like what? 16, 15 minutes, 16 minutes? Let's put 16 here. I'll check the timestamps afterwards to put timestamps in. You know? Now chatting and Q&A. Oh yeah, I earlier today I cleaned up my browser stuff, like cookies and all that stuff. You know, sometimes you got to clean up the browser and update some stuff. So now my YouTube is back to Dutch. So these are Dutch. It's all in Dutch. I had to get used to it. Like I started up the stream and I saw Dutch. I was like, wait. Yo, Mr. Friends, welcome. This is the guy that's developing. Like he's so good. I don't know, like so talented in developing. So he's the one that's responsible for the lines on the CVD. What a guy. What a guy. So what's up, Mr. Friends? Cheers, Chanuka. Okay, let me have a look at what you guys have been writing. So I'll quickly scroll up. Oh, here. Tibetan Monk, TA start time. Thanks for the reminder there. Thanks for the reminder. We were... here. Your workout machine is already moved to France? No, I gave it to a friend of mine. If I want something in France, I'll just buy a new one. I bought it in the Decathlon anyway. And it's a great system, by the way. So let's see if I can find it. Decathlon. Oh yeah, it's similar to I had another. It's similar to this one, right? You remember this one from all the streams. I have absolutely no interest in all of this stuff, so thank you. So this one, and it doesn't cover a lot of space, but it's very effective. It's a great workout station. I really loved it. But if you go, like we are very minimalistic in traveling to the south of France, and if you want to put this thing in your car together with boxes, suitcases, and I mean, it's not worth it. So I prefer to give it to a friend of mine, which was Bjorn. He was in the live stream yesterday shortly. And I'll just buy a new one if I want to in France at the Decathlon there. But it's I first want to settle, be there for a couple of weeks, and then see what's up, because we have many gyms nearby. We have outdoor gyms nearby. So I'll see what I eventually need. I first want to settle, get all the important stuff settled, because I need to move my business from the Netherlands to France. We need to do some wedding stuff because the wedding laws in the Netherlands are a little bit different than in France. So we got to sort that out. So let's first get settled, and then build the desk and my system here, and then think about these type of things. Boom, boom, welcome. The fat, I want to fake all-time high. Yeah, I would like to, as long as it continues the market structure. That's what I really enjoy. I would like to see. So for price to not take 72k, preferably. Of course it can. We still have resistance there, no problem. But to keep the market structure alive, and for the trend line traders and people that follow market structure to keep that alive and induce more fear, I would like price to not change market structure, move down quite impulsively, and create that fear. So we gotta wait to see. What about the shallow wave 2? So many expected ratio. Yeah, so I answered this one during the stream, but preferably at least hitting the 382 would be nice, and then we'll have to take it from there, no? So we gotta wait and see what kind of corrective structure we get in our wave 2. Currently, I have a flat in mind to start with. If this is your A, look for B and C. Side note is that wave A in a flat cannot be a triangle, so we got to be careful here. If it currently has a bit of a triangle look to it, and wave A in a flat can't be a triangle. So if this continues ranging in a triangle look, we might have to look for this to be another 4 of a higher degree. Look for 5, one more push, and then go down. And then your wave 2 targets are going to be a little bit higher, probably around the 6-hour gap. And that would be your shallow target. Thank you, Sheila. Hunter, good to have you here. By the way, Hunter, are you this person? 1 second here. Because I keep a close eye on what's happening in the group. Wait. I just want to... no, this is Sanith. Sanith, yeah. So I am always very, very alert on scam related stuff. And when I see this, and then I see this, right, from Kat. I know Kat by now. He's been in the group for a very long time. Be aware that I keep an eye on you. So the moment Kat is writing me a message and sends a screenshot of a message in the DMs, it's an instant ban. Because there's there are scammers that do these things at times. Like, it's very rare to have scammers talk in a group. It only has happened, I think, twice or something, where I got a message from people like, hey man, this guy from the group is DMing me with shit, and it's not someone with my name, it's a different name. So I'm very aware of this type of stuff, so I keep an eye on it. Oh, got some questions that I have to answer. Mr. Friends sending me messages. So but yeah, that's not you, Hunter. Welcome, good to have you. And of course, I know Hunter, but I saw the name Hunter in Discord, so I was like, wait, it's Hunter, but he doesn't have the Hunter username. And like, he has the name in Discord, but not the tag, you know, because it's Sanit and then something. Voice of Pi, welcome. No way to know what time you were coming live. I know, but that's also because of the hectic days I have at the moment, where we're busy the whole day. I still wanted to go live, but I've been busy the whole day. I'm gonna be busy the whole night. Gotta end it soon, and then tomorrow won't be any video because I won't have a desk. Everything is gonna be packed. It's all gonna go, like, some stuff has to go to the dump, some stuff goes in the car. We're gonna be packing and then drive to my parents, stay there for one more night, spend time with my family tomorrow night, dinner with the fam and my gran and everyone, and then stay there, and then Tuesday morning we drive, leave at 7 a.m. in the morning, so everything has to be done tomorrow. We got to pretty much be, you know, we got to be ready. So yeah, that's the reason. The analysis began at around like 60 minutes or something. Cheers, Mateus. How you doing, man? Hope you're good in Brazil. Hamza, can it be that 2 is already in? You're then talking about a multi 1-2, but if this is like if we're talking about a 1-2, then low probabilities, because look, we take a fib, right, from the low. You got to take it from the low to the high, right? Some high. Now you have your 1-2s here, and then you move up. Price did not retrace to the 382. Price did not retrace to the 382. Price did not retrace to the 382. And we keep taking it from the low. So if we're looking for a wave 1 and then a 2, or 1 and a 2, or 1 and then, you know, you want at least the 382 to be hit. It's very rare for a wave 2 to not hit the 382 minimum. So probabilities, of course, are much higher to still look for a deeper retracement instead of wave 2 is in. The action yesterday was horrible. yeah. I mean, it was quite crazy. Of course, moving down impulsively, hitting support, and then move up again. I mean, not impulsively as in 5-wave structures, but it was very fast and then move back up. Yeah. It's good to be on the sidelines. What would happen if 886 gets hit on both sides, one after the other? The 886 after the first high is most important in this case. So this 886, or sorry, this, wait, why is my control? Let me refresh the chart here because my Control Z here needs a quick refresh. 1 second. Give me the dot. So the first retracement, 886, is always most important. If price comes down, I don't even know if this is an 886, but if it is, this is a lot less important. And the reason is that now you can be in a bigger corrective structure. And in a bigger corrective structure, in a triangle, a wave C, a wave D, a wave E can bounce on an 886. In a sideways W, X, and a Y, wave Y can hit the 886 and move, right? So once you start ranging in a bigger structure, the 886 down here is not relevant compared to the 886 here. This is a clear high. You have a first move down, first move up, touch the 886. That's the important one. Any 886s at the bottom here are are not important, are not 886s that I look for. This is the most important one, right? So it's the first retracement of a corrective structure, for example, right? That's the one that you want to take. All the others after are less relevant. And it's flat. That's annoying, right? The biggest cycle with waves in... I have a question about wave 4. The bigger cycle. Oh, is this the weekly? Wait for it. Looks like a simple one. Wave 2 was a flat on the weekly in my analysis, not a zigzag. Zigzag would also be very short. So I have a flat in 2 and then a zigzag in 4. Alternation. Can we get the 50-minute fifth wave as a truncated 5? Incredibly rare to have truncated structures. I would never recommend to look at a truncated 5 unless there's no other option than to count it a truncated 5. It's very rare, very low probabilities. Is there a chance of wave 5 also is extended if we hit the 86? If wave 3 is extended, then by far most commonly, wave 1 and 5 are similar in price and time. And an extended 3 and an extended 5 is even by Elliott Wave International mentioned as rare. So it's rare for that to happen. A triple, a 1-2. A triple 1-2 has lower probabilities on a 4-hour because of the bigger move up you have here. Right? If we are looking for a triple 1-2, then preferably you had 1-2 or many 1-2s. Preferably you're then looking for 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, right? But you got a clear impulse up and then range, impulse, range, price action moving back into the previous range here as well. It's very much like more like a traditional impulsive structure. Right? Preferably 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, potentially creating a diagonal or a clear ranging structure. A great example of a multi 1-2 was when we moved up from the 20s, right? So here you can see we had 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. You know what I mean? This is good. But now locally we pretty much had this move already, right? We had this structure here at the end of the week. And then at the moment, we actually had this structure as well, hitting resistance. No? So probabilities are higher for just a regular impulse compared to a multi 1-2. How much can probabilities for some structure be affected or modified by special events? Not at all. In my case, it never changes probabilities. So of course, news can increase volatility, but 99 out of 100 times, it's already in line with the probabilities we had anyway. So just like with that Trump volatility, it didn't change anything. It was already the highest probability. So if on a 5-minute or 50-minute time frame, the chart is moving very fast because of moments like this, right? Just zoom out to a 1 hour, 4 hour. Don't try to count 5-minute or 1 minute, 15-minute price action if it's not clear. Just zoom out, and that makes life easy. So I don't exactly know. I think the Trump thing was somewhere here, no, but the probabilities were already higher in this range to move up. We were already looking for either a diagonal or a double 1-2 here. I mean, yeah, and then you have the Trump thing, and maybe people then say, oh, we moved up because Trump. And I say we move up because we're in a wave 3. It's the same as we had the COVID dump, and everyone trading fundamentals, of course, said, we got the dump because of COVID. And I'm like, well, we got the dump because of wave C. Ending into the golden pocket on the weekly time frame for a perfect wave 2, and then moved up after that retracement. So it's the difference between a technical and a fundamental analyst. In both cases, it can work and you can trade it, but I'm of course 100% technical, and news does not change anything for me. on the chart when counting. Mr. Friends, legend. Depends on your plan. New version is on the go. By the way, everyone, I do like to say it because this is quite a crazy campaign. It's live today. You know, do whatever you want to do or trade whatever you want to trade. I really don't care, but I try to take care for the people in the community and being here. And Junkie. So that is my so his name is Charles, by the way, but after some talking to Junkie, he made this campaign. So first of all, he had the first campaign, which is a 300, like, really cool. You can read it, and I was like, can we also do, like, you know, can we maybe do something additional, like a deposit thing or something? Insane. So it's really cool. So any deposit, you get 10% back as a bonus. So it's very rare to have such a campaign. We haven't really had any of those, like, previously in the past year. So, you know, have a look. But yeah, Mr. Friends here sending me some DMs. So let me have a look. Okay, he has sent me the newest template. So let me download this. 1 second. I'm gonna download it and I'm gonna put it on the chart or on AGGR. I have like a hair hanging here. Oh wait. 1 second, everyone. I'm just downloading the brand new AGGR CVD template for all of you to see for the first time. I'm going to see it for the first time as well. So Mr. Friends has been working on it for a long time, right? Even, of course, Mr. Friends before we got in touch, right? He's always working on stuff. Trading, AGGR templates, BTC, and then we have and then there we go, and then we do save, and then we're going to go to AGGR, right? And then what you want to do for everyone that downloads CVD templates, at the right bottom, which is behind my webcam, right? You can't really see it, but and I cut the screen a bit, but there's a 3 dots in the bottom, so you click on settings, right? Let me open the webcam. No, you don't click on settings. 3 dots. Yes, we go to settings. Wait. I'm so clueless. Maybe I have to restart. Callers, audio, exchanges. Lol. Nice. Okay, let me refresh my website here. Nice. Completely clueless. Where's my upload? Oh wait, I remember now. It's because I removed the cookies. Okay, never mind. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay, there we are. Yeah. So, and that is why you see this. This is not the new template, everyone. This is your standard, you know, screen. And I basically removed all sort of stuff and took care of my browser. So 1 second, gotta upload it, upload template, and then you just go to the there, and then there, import. Oh yeah. It's loading. 1 second. It's because I'm so zoomed down on a 15-minute time frame. Oh yeah. Oh, 1 second. Mr. Friends, would be great if you can remove the label. It doesn't really matter. It's which one is it? Not that one. Wait, I can do it as well. I can just remove it in the code that I just downloaded. No worries. Oh, there we go. Ooh, it's like Christmas, you know. It's definitely. Come on, yeah, there we are. Okay. Let's see. What are the settings? 1 second, guys. I'm not sure individual CVD or inner divs. I had inner divs off and I think individual on. I would need to check my other template then. Okay. I'm not sure if it's my internet, but it does feel it has to load. It's definitely a little laggy, but I'm not sure if that's the template or yeah. I'm also live, but even I need to use it a couple of days. I don't know what it's doing. Okay. So what we and what Mr. Friends did, because I didn't do shit, you know, is remove the Y and the B, because it doesn't matter if it's yellow or blue CVD. It's important that there is a CVD, right? And based on your knowledge, you can always check it. But what's most important is that the code shows you, hey, there is a CVD, right? Yellow, blue, or yellow and blue doesn't really matter. So for now, we remove the Y and B to make it more clean, right? Green is bullish CVD, red is bearish CVD. You know, it speaks for itself. And there's a couple of settings. You just saw me move into the settings as well. Let me open the chat again here. So it's the performance is up, accuracy, you know, the speed as well, and other stuff. Yeah, it might be. So, Mr. Friends, maybe it's my internet, my browser. I'm of course having a live stream, 2 browsers, and other stuff. So let me just make use of this a little bit. When I move it now, it's fine. So it's probably just the first initial loading of the chart, but now that it's loaded, you know, it works. So yeah, no worries. And also the community will share feedback. I have a direct line in Discord with Mr. Friends here. So yeah, so it's very, very clean, very easy, and yeah, now it works nicely. Yeah, it's very, very nice. So let's go to a 1 hour. Okay, yeah, now we're talking. Now it's good. So it was the initial phase. This is normal. Okay, very nice. We have a lot of different CVDs here. Can I turn? So we're checking some stuff. Do this, edit. Can I toggle? Okay, yes. So turn that on, and now I only have the bigger one. And if I do this, I do like individual. Okay, nice. So much cleaner, no? Much cleaner. Let me do the same with the bear diffs. Edit, toggle that on. Did I have both on now? Yeah, okay. Okay. Nice. Okay, 15 min. So on the 15, on the 30-minute, it doesn't show the bearish CVD we have here. I'll be exploring this for a little bit. Okay, and on the 15 it does. On the 30 it doesn't, but on the 15 it does. Okay, that's fine. Just got to move through the... Okay, Very, very nice. Yeah. I'll be messing around with this. I'll make sure to test some stuff, and then eventually, of course, I'll make sure to put it out there as well. Really, really cool. Please test and tell me every bug. I'll make sure to do that. Of course, I'll be traveling as well, but I'll make sure to do that. But first reaction, of course, is incredibly positive. It's amazing. Let me quickly go through chat as you guys keep writing here. 1 second. The Oracle is here.
I do say hi, but I look a little bit crazy, and I'm going to carry on in my house, so I say hi to everybody from afar and much love.
She says hi to everybody from afar and much love. That's what she did. 1 second here. I gotta scroll down to go to the bottom. Ben, it's just take the high. It doesn't mean go down. That depends on your Elliott Wave scenarios, right? If you touch an 886, for example, in a multi 1-2, right? You have a 1, you then get a 2, and in your wave 2 correction, you touch the 886, right? You can get a wave 3, big impulse up. But if you're looking at an impulse to end or in a flat, you might get your wave A in a flat, and inside your A you have a zigzag, and your B hits the 886, right? And then your A is finished, you move up B, 886 probability playing out, you take the high and move impulsively down in C. So that's all context dependent. The 886 is unrelated to then like the bigger structure you're looking for. Should we go short now? Depends on your plan and strategy. Right. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Friends, we're team working, no? I introduced CVD to you, and you're the one that's making it absolutely kick-ass. Cheers, Ivan. Howdy from Texas, Attila. How you doing? When do we use blue and yellow? I see yellow with Bybit. Blue is aggregated, so it's a combination of platforms. And you use them at the same, and the reason I want to remove the tickers is because it's not relevant. Blue and yellow are both as important for me. And of course it's a template I use. So yellow and blue, both as important, and it's about context, right? CVD is never a signal. It like, oh, I gotta trade every CVD divergence. But if you're at resistance and you get bearish CVD, or if you have support, you get bullish CVD, and you know that you got to create a context around the divergences to trade it. But it's the best tool, the best indicator. Buy them well. There is a CME gap there, yeah. Okay. Oh, we're not that far away from the bottom here. What's up, Barbie Folsey? Welcome. Mari, thank you. Hopefully we survived the week without your updates. I hope too for you. Yeah, I'll do my best, but the chances are very low for me to be able to update on YouTube. I'll mainly be able to update in silver by text, because it's easier to just give a textual update by making a picture of the chart and then write an update, compared to making a whole video and then edit and upload, wherever I am. So mainly focusing on Bitcoin, really. Yeah. Usually, of course, Sunday is altcoin stream, but I just wanted to cover the price action here, and talk about me leaving the Netherlands. So informing everyone, I got to go as well, really. Yeah, shallow wave 2 would be a 382. What are the probability that we are going to finish the wave 5? Of the primary 3. So I prefer to talk about time frames compared to the official degrees. But on a weekly time frame, if you're looking for a 5, then you look for another 4 or 5. So on the weekly, currently probabilities are higher. for a multi 1-2 compared to a single impulse to finish a 5 and then bear market, or even a double 1-2 and now looking for 4-5-4-5 on the weekly. On the daily, we're now looking for a new 1-2 impulse. On the 4 hour, we're looking for a wave 5 to finish, not a wave 5 of 3, right? But preferably a wave 5 of 1. And then get a retracement in 2. Oh, on the weekly. Oh, no. I only have to read one more line to the downside. Yeah, so this is a double 1-2 followed by a 4-5-4-5. Not the highest probabilities. I actually covered that recently with help of the channels, the base channel, trend channel, and the end channel. Probabilities are higher to look for a 5 and bear market or the double 1-2. Those are the two main options now. Elliott correction wave A is still playing out. Yeah, there's definitely potential for your A here. Either wave 4 or A, that's what I'm looking for here. Wave A is not allowed to be a triangle. It's not looking like an awesome triangle, but I am at least aware of it. But looking for a 4A, yeah. No, it's on topic. Incredible Jackman, no problem. So by checking Tesla weekly, it looks like we will have an extended wave 5. We are, yeah, but on Tesla, I believe your 3 on the log chart is quite similar to 1. And if 3 is not extended, wave 5 has a higher probability of being the extended wave structure. And also on weekly time frames or higher, the probabilities are higher, not like higher compared to lower than the daily. So on a weekly time frame or higher, the probabilities for a wave 5 to extend are higher compared to a wave 5 extension on time frames below the daily, if that makes sense. Still not higher than a wave 3, by the way, but it at least increases as per Elliott Wave International. In the past week, I've also been reading some new stuff. I love to learn about Elliott Wave. Paul Meat, Mr. Meat, how's your road trip? It just ended. How was it? Thanks, man. That's me not performing any scam. Okay. How to upload? I mean the uploading is all mentioned. It's the same old. So the uploading is all the same. So if you go to Discord and then go to good to know, and then, yeah, this is the old template, but I write here exactly how it works. It's very easy. You just download it, click on the 3 dots right bottom, settings, new, select the template, okay, and there you are. It's very easy. So it won't really require a video to. I could make a video, but then it's gonna be Discord only, or I don't want to have a public video just to explain, oh, this is how you upload the template, because it's so easy, and by text I write it there. I would then make it a private, like an unlisted video, and then Discord only or something, you know. Yeah. But the script, the explanation of the script, Mr. Friends recently wrote me a overview of all the settings. Oh wait, maybe that is what you mean. Wait. For this, how to? Oh no, this is just upload. So of course the new CVD, right, with the lines, you have some more settings. So it's called bear div bull div, right? And if you go to edit here and options, of course there's a couple of options and stuff going on. Now, what I will share is what I use. And I guess most people will just use that. But there is a overview that Mr. Friends sent me the other day of all the functionalities. I can't find it. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So Control C, Control V, boom. text rep. So there's definitely like I can post this with the CVD template. I don't think many people are going to mess around with this, to be honest. But what you see here is there's a couple of settings you can edit inside the new CVD. So if you go to bear diff or bull diff, click on the three dots, edit. Then here you can see window size, min distance, last true count, and then individual CVD or inner CVD, right? You can mess around with it and play around with it. I don't think most people will do that. But here's the explanation of what it is. So window size, toggle inner diff, toggle individual diff, last peak count or last true count, right? I think most people won't even read this. They'll just be like, okay, template, download, ta-da, you know. So keep it simple. So I try to like, I'll share what I use myself, and then that's probably going to be good enough for most people. Indian market official, please don't spam, but welcome from the Netherlands. Good to have you here. Not yet, T. Clepson, not yet. Coming though. Crypto W Mall. Possible for a little shout out. I'm just trying to grow my crypto channel. Love the content, bro. Thank you always. Well, what we can at least do is see what you're doing. No? So what's up? What's happening on your channel? Let's see. 48 subbies. Welcome to Crypto W Mall. What are we doing here? No, we don't need it. Altcoin trading. One day, 2 day, 2 day. Okay, I see some Elliott Wave Analysis in there, right? I can see some waves. So yeah, I mean, most important crypto WMall, be consistent, right? Keep uploading, keep going at it, right? Keep making those videos. Don't care about people saying you suck or you're never going to make or whatever, right? You're doing great. Why? You're one of the very few in the world that have a YouTube channel and I like actively post content on a YouTube channel, because of course by far most people, they watch. So keep making content, keep grinding. Don't care about the viewer number and the subscriber number, right? Keep going at it. That's where I started. I started at 0, and then I had 1 and 2 and then 48, what you have now, and then eventually it just goes, right? So just keep going. Keep going. It will grow naturally. You got to be persistent, and as you grow, your skills improve as well. Video, maybe editing wise, but also your Elliott waves and the other tools you use, right? But keep going at it, man. But great job on starting. Right? Great job on starting. That's the biggest choice. Do you look at RSI? No. I never use RSI. I use CVD. Yeah. Okay, Clepson. I'll make sure to check it after the stream, as I'm pretty much about to end, as we still have a lot to do in the house here. Merck is back. Yeah, I mean the strategy of Russell, and not even Mercedes. The strategy of Russell was very good. They asked, like, what you want to do, and I want to go long. He pulled it off. Very nice. Yeah, love to see it. It was a great race. Is it possible to use it on the phone? Yes, if you have AGGR on the phone, then you can just download the template on your phone from Discord and then upload it in your AGGR app. I understand you're not scam, but it's spam. Please don't spam, not scam. Also of course don't scam, but the message was don't spam. Where can I update? Not yet. I will make this very soon. Spam, yeah. Exactly. Sure thing, bro. Thank you so much. Had a few vids that done pretty decent numbers. Exactly. You just got to go at it. Exactly. Maybe one day. But most important is starting. Most people don't start, right? They don't go and make it. They think I need a great microphone. I need a brand new webcam. I need to be a pro in this or that. But it's not about that stuff. I'm still using a laptop webcam. The only reason I have this microphone nowadays, I started with earphones, my earphone microphone, really shit. The only reason I got this mic is because I was invited to a podcast and they gave me the microphone. So I used it ever since. But you've already taken the most important step, and now it's about just climbing that hill, man. Just post a video. You don't have to post every day. Depends on your plan, right? Depends on your YouTube like strategy, what you're looking for. Your type of analysis. Some people upload twice a week. Some people upload 3 times a day. Yeah. So yeah. Patrick Farley, cheers, man. Thank you. Good to see you as well. But appreciate the good luck. It's gonna be a very interesting period, upcoming week, and I guess in a way. It's going to be exciting, at the same time probably emotional. Not like I'll still be in the Netherlands probably every month except for October, but it's just like you can't just like out of nowhere visit your friend or family. I can't talk to my friends and be like, yo, I'll see you tonight. You know what I mean? But I'll probably still see them in the same frequency that I have done before, at least till the end of this year. So it's going to be interesting. Shoip Mustafa. Long, wide, short entry in Bitcoin, tell me. God, I'm gonna make that video about the 6 steps, yo. Of course, you need a plan or a strategy yourself, right? I'm not in a position to give advice. I'm not a financial advisor. And the 6 steps in a nutshell, Mustafa, that you have to get through, recommended, is step 1. Okay, shortly. This is going to be short. A 1-minute 6-step, Step 1, try as many free tools as you can in TradingView, right? Test them, try them. Cool. Step 2, find your favorites, build statistics. Get your Excel sheet out. Track statistics. Step 3, combine some of your favorite tools that you build statistics on. Now you're combining them to create a strategy. Build more statistics on the combination. Step 4, tweak and adjust. Add a tool, remove a tool, build more statistics. Because now you're trying to increase your win rate, your RR and stuff. Step 5 is to then start trading your strategy, your combination of tools, with a low amount of money and work on trading psychology, often forgotten. And then step 6 is to increase your portfolio slowly to get used to bigger losses. It's easy to get used to bigger wins. No? Which podcast were you on? Yeah, I've been on many. 1 second here. I probably have it somewhere. I've not really been updating my oh man, I'm so slacking. I haven't updated this list in such a long time now. Probably the podcast was after this. I did a podcast with Society. I'll probably have to look at my LinkedIn. Probably on my LinkedIn. I did a podcast with Society, and it's I'm not logged in because I removed my cookies and stuff. Oh well, later. So Society is a company. It's a daughter company of Capgemini, and they have an author, like the author of Real Fake, right? It's a book. I know the authors. Worked with them for a year. And they then invited me in a podcast to talk about esports and the future and those type of things, because that's my actual background. But I've been covered in media a lot of times, mainly in the Netherlands. But everything you see here started in 2014. This is all newspapers, television, live shows, radio, some international stuff. But I've really been slacking after, really in 2023 to keep updating the sheet. 1 second here. Okay, everyone, you got to see this. Anyone here watches Formula One? Okay, well, let's just go here. I don't want all that. Russell is disqualified. Wow. Didn't see that one coming. Now Hamilton is promoted winner. I mean, that's he had such an amazing race, so that's really a bummer actually. Wow. Was not fully drained. So it's a fuel. Yeah, that's a big fuck up. That's stupid, man. It like the victory was so good, doing a one stop, managing to make it work, fighting with Verstappen and Norris before the pit stops, and then after the pit stops, winning the race on the one stop. 1.5 kg below minimum rate. Oscar Piastri, Charles Leclerc. Wow. He was so happy as well. Oh, this must hurt. A genuine error by the team. Yo. Mercedes or Russell is going to be genuine angry on Mercedes here. Yeah, of course, now Hamilton wins. Yeah, that's interesting turn of events. Yeah. Yeah, oh, there you go. Indian market official, welcome to the channel. Hopefully I'll be able to help you with some knowledge. You should make an appearance on Geldzaken. Yeah, I mean, always happy to chat. I'm not really involved yet with too much crypto or money related like podcasts and stuff. It probably will come, but of course Dopey Cash is it's a Dutch channel, by the way, 100k plus subs there. But I'm still mini, But yeah, maybe one day I'll be in the Netherlands more than enough time, so it should be interesting. Yeah, should write them a message. Voice of Pat, whoever needs to know, I have to say this now. Ever since I started following Koen's tutorial videos daily, my trading mindset has improved dramatically, and thankfully the dollars too. Voice of Pi, I love to hear it. Congrats, man. Psychology, super important, right? Of course you need a plan, but many people don't have a plan, fail to trade profitably because of psychology. So I'm happy to hear that it has improved, and therefore also the dollars in the account. Very nice, man. Congrats. And thanks for letting me know. Adam, welcome. Good to have you here. What's up, man? Hopefully you have a good Sunday. Sure, will new people get opportunity to learn with you? Absolutely. And, that's why they follow the channel, probably, to get updates, of course, about Elliott waves and probabilities of where price is moving to, but also answering questions and helping people out. Okay, everyone. This is going to be the end of the live stream, and there, with that also, the final live stream in the Netherlands. The template is not yet live, by the way. I have downloaded the most recent template, and it will be shared, but I'm quickly testing it, but it will come. But this is the final live stream in the Netherlands. When I turn this live stream off, this desk that I have now is gonna go into pieces. And as explained in the beginning, in the upcoming days, it will be very difficult for me to upload any content because I am moving to the south of France, as many of you will know, because I try to keep you up to date as good as I can. But tomorrow, everything will be packed, the whole house, everything is going to be empty. I won't be able to make a video or do a live stream because, it's going to be an insane day. And then on Tuesday, and then tomorrow night, I'll be with my family for the final time before moving. And then Tuesday morning, we're going to drive to the south of France. It's going to be a 3-day road trip. We're going to be on the road and do activities. And, it's going to be very exhausting. So I won't be able to do like updates because we're going to be like late evenings. We're going to arrive at like a hotel and then sleep. And then the early next morning, go at it again. So it's going to be a 3-day road trip. Very unlikely I'll be able to make any form of content, but for the silver members, right, I will be able to update you at least probably once a day or maybe multiple times, because it's a lot easier for me to just make a screenshot of the chart and then write on my phone or my laptop, write something quick instead of making a whole video and then record it, get the microphone out, connect everything, have internet, all that stuff. That's a lot more challenging. So just so you know. And then I'll arrive in France, in Nice, 1st of August, in probably like somewhere in the late evening. Hopefully by 2nd August, the 2nd of August, I will build this desk on the 2nd of August. Hopefully the internet, like the router and everything, has arrived by that time, and I can pick it up on the 2nd of August nearby, install everything, and hopefully by the end of the 2nd of August, like on that day, I'll be able to go live and then live stream for the first time in France. And then it's all about trying to get in a rhythm there, and we have to sort out a lot of stuff, but I'll probably be able to do that next to the content, right? So we got to go to the notary and do this and that and this and that, but I'll be able to combine it with the content. Probably when I'm in France, the Saturdays, in Saturday morning, I'll upload a video, maybe Saturday evening, but probably Saturday afternoon won't be a live stream for the foreseeable future, just because we have to do stuff when we're there, but also, of course, experience the area a bit. We don't know anyone there. We don't have friends. We don't have a gym. I kind of know the south of France because I've been on holiday there many times with my French mom back in the day, and my dad, of course. But you want to experience the area as well, and that's going to be probably going to be the Saturdays. But I'll still upload on Saturday in the morning, maybe in the evening. But very likely we're going to be gone in the weekend and experience the area as well. So just so you know, so it's going to be a bit of a challenging upcoming few days with regards to content, but at least you're prepared. I will still write a post in Discord. I'll also make sure to write that post on YouTube in the community section, just so that everyone is up to date. I will likely write that post tomorrow. Not tonight, because tonight, the moment I close this, everything goes down. I'll be busy. And we, in the analysis today, spoke about also the expectations for pretty much the upcoming week, so that if you have if you're like, okay, what's going to happen? Well, in this video, we spoke about the probabilities for pretty much next week, which is good. so that I covered that. So yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out here. Can you take a picture of the empty room, and then we can green screen the background at the new house? I would then need to make a picture of the exact webcam position. So while we are still live, let me do this. I'm gonna stand behind. 1 second here. We're gonna make this happen, right? Webcam position somewhere here, and then click. Okay, 1 second. I'm moving my microphone. Another one. Okay. There we go. If one day I have a green screen, we can put this picture in the background. There you go. Yo, sorted. Yo, Demon, welcome to Silverman. I'll make sure to get you sorted. Just make sure to fill in the Google form, the questionnaire, and maybe you've already done that. 1 second, let me see. Oh, not yet. 1 second, I'll send it to you. So make sure to fill in the membership form here, and I'll get you sorted. Yeah, thanks, Perkyo, Ben, Adam. This is where YouTube started. This is where YouTube started, everyone. In this very room, the channel began 1 year and a few months ago. So, yeah, interesting. But now I have a picture of the room, so we can play around with it once upon a time when I have a green screen. Yeah, the streams will be nicer. Nice one. Memories, exactly. Okay, everyone. Big days coming. I'll make sure. So I will be, by the way, I will be present in Discord. I will be present in Telegram in the upcoming days. If you have questions, I will be there to type, because I will have opportunities during the day to, I have my phone. I do have my laptop, but I have my phone with me. So I'll be checking out Discord every day. I'll be checking Telegram every day. So I will be there. Right, I'm not like gone, but I just can't really make content. So just so you know. So I'll make sure to write a big post tomorrow, and everyone knows. So thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of the journey of this YouTube channel in the Netherlands. It has been 1 year and 5 months and 8 days of having a YouTube channel, or building the channel, or actually just having the channel in this very room. And for the upcoming many years to come, the channel will continue in the south of France. So thanks for being here, and I'm gonna catch you again in Nice.